Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in for another episode. Almost 365 episodes this year in 2022. We're coming to a close. In fact, it's been over 700 straight days of consecutive daily videos. You know, I release a video every day, 4 p.m. Central, and yeah, we're just rolling through. We're going to keep pumping out daily videos. As long as you guys out there keep watching them, we'll keep doing them. And I got to tell you, when I started the channel, I never in a million years expected to have the success that I've had. And it's because of you guys out there who are continuing to watch my videos and share them and like them. It means a pile to me. Your support is everything when it comes to the YouTube world. And it's really been a great thing for my personal career and building my personal brand. And it's been a pile of fun. I never expected to really enjoy the YouTube stuff the way that I have. And it's so much fun to capture the moments. I mean, there's so many things out there that I love about it, especially being a dad to a couple little boys. I mean, I'm just keep making memories that I get to keep and watch myself for years to come. And that means a pile to me. You know, when I make a daily video, I really have content of all different types. I do everything from fishing tips to try to help you catch more fish. I do bait mod videos. I do on the water footage. I do tournament recap videos. I do custom rod building videos. I do bait building videos. I do a little bit of everything. And at this point, you'd think I'd have a good idea as to what videos are going to perform well and which ones aren't. But the reality is, when I think I've got a good video completed, it usually doesn't perform that well. It surprises me that I still don't understand the YouTube algorithm, which is why I take the approach of I'm going to make a video that I think I would enjoy, or that I think others would find some useful information in. If it does well, it does well. If it doesn't do well, no big deal either, and we'll move on to the next video. So what I want to do with this video is share with you 5 of my favorite videos that I've done. And these are for various reasons. Some of them have performed well, and some of them have performed extremely poorly. But the thing is, you know, I just think they're some of my better videos. And they were videos that I think had either cool footage in them or had really good ideas behind them. And I figured I would share them with you just as something where if you've missed it or you're new to the channel, you can go back and watch these. I'll put the video links in the video description of this video so that you can go back and watch them if you so choose. You know, I've got so many good videos out there, ones that I enjoy doing, but these 5 are ones that just stand out, especially over the course of this past year, to be some of the ones that I think are the best. So the first one is a bait that I just truly enjoyed fishing. The first video was on the MEPS Bronze Slammer. And the Bronze Slammer is just an inline spinner that is a bait that I have not fished that much recently. I throw a lot of bucktails for muskies, but when it comes to throwing smaller inline spinners, I did it a pile as a kid growing up and just have gotten away from it as I've become more of a tournament bass fisherman. Well, I found out that MEPS had made these new Bronze Slammers. It was a higher profile inline spinner, a more high quality one. And I decided to give them a try. So I took them to a local river, and it was unbelievable how much action I had. I only was able to put a fraction of the fish that I caught in the video. And I think I had like 30 fish catches in the video. I mean, I had a pile of northern pike, a pile of smallmouth. I think I caught a dogfish at one point. I had a bunch of like 20-inch class smallmouth. It was just an extremely entertaining day of fishing. And because of that, it was a video that I so enjoyed making because it brought me back to my childhood. Like, it brought me back to how I was fishing as a kid and just how good of a day of fishing it was. The second video I'm going to point out here is one from my Build to Catch series. This is where I build a rod and then take it on the water and go fishing with it. And this was the build that I did of one of my topwater rods. It's the MHX NMB 843 rod blank. And I love this video because I caught some giant smallmouth on it. fishing around current and sand drops, and I got some really cool drone footage that I think really helped draw that video together to show how I was fishing and what I was looking for. Because a lot of times you don't fully recognize what type of cover's out there. And I think a lot of people don't realize how what some people would consider bad looking cover is truly like the juice. So I really enjoyed putting this video together just because it was a fun day on the water again, and the lighting was right and everything seemed to be really good in terms of making that video come together. The third video that I really enjoyed making this year had to do with another old school bait. It was actually this one right here. I had such a fun day on the water that when I finished fishing with this hula popper, and this is the 2.0 series, I threw it up on my wall of fame board just because it was such a cool bait. You know, hula popper is one that I used growing up quite a bit. So when I found out they made these 2.0 version, which is this cooler looking version hula popper, I had to get some and give it a try. And again, just like the MEPS video with the bronze slammer, I was so quickly questioning myself as to why I stopped fishing the hula popper over the years. I mean, again, I caught a pile of fish on it. It was just another blast of a day. And it was a video that I really enjoyed putting together. I think a lot of times people just recognize the newest and coolest fad baits that are out there, but again and again we just keep finding out that the old school baits that have been around forever are every bit as good as a lot of the new cool baits that are on the market today. The fourth video that I'm going to point out is potentially the biggest flop video that I've ever made. I mean, I was so excited for this video to come out that I actually kind of had a little bit of a hard time sleeping the night before. And this is when I was releasing videos at 7 o'clock in the morning. But I've never really had that with another video. It was almost like I was so excited, you know, to go to a tournament. It can be hard to sleep at night. And I was so excited to show this video. And then it turned into such a flop. It was a major disappointment. But that was regarding this bait right here, where I actually, and I know I'm gonna gross some people out, but I had a toenail that fell off. So I took the toenail and I made it into a new lip for the crankbait, glued it into place, and then went out and pounded the fish with this bait and my toenail as the crankbait lip. Like, I think it was such a fun video to make, and I know it's gross, and I think that's why I didn't do well. A lot of people were just turned off by it from that standpoint. But the reality is, it was a pretty cool video to make, and I was kind of dumbfounded that it actually worked. Like, I had no expectations on it, but it came together so easy. I mean, it was like every step worked perfectly, and the bait just ran great. And yeah, I went out and caught a pile of fish, and now the bait with my toenail hangs on the wall of fame as well. Just a fun video, and I'm sure, you know, again, it's more of a personal video because like that, my toenail came off because I stubbed it during the Forest Wood Cup Championship, I guess the year before I had filmed that video. So there's a lot more to it, and there's story with that, which I get into in the video. But anyways, I thought the video was cool. I've never seen anything like it before on the YouTube world, so I thought it would perform better, and it did not. But the reality is, it was a pretty cool video to put a new lip in there and then get it out there and catch a bunch of fish with it. The last one is just a video that did perform pretty well, but it's what I consider one of the best tips that I've given, that since I put the video out, I've seen a couple people do videos talking about it, and I know it's attributed to the video that I put out. And I don't know of anyone who ever did it before me, and I'm not claiming that I came up with the tip because I had an old timer tell me about it, but the reality is, when you're talking about spinning reel tips, it's potentially the best spinning reel tip that I know of that will save people headaches and time on the water. And that's just how to remove the big wind knots that you can get with spinning gear in an extremely fast and easy manner. Like, it almost makes getting wind knots entertaining because they can be that easily managed. So if you use spinning rods and get some wind knots from time to time and want to know how to take care of those easily, you should go watch the spinning reel tip that I give for that. And again, all of these videos I'll link in the back of this video or in this video description, but that's one of the better tips that I've given, and I've gotten more positive feedback on that spinning reel tip than probably any other tip that I've given in terms of people just being that satisfied. I mean, it's a tip that saves you time, saves you money, saves you headaches. It's just a very good tip that works extremely well in limiting the damage you get from wind knots. So guys, I got to say thank you again. 2022 has been a great year. We've had a lot of highs, a lot of lows when it comes to fishing, but we're still moving forward in a good direction. And I'm looking forward to continuing to put out videos on a daily basis in 2023. So if there's topics that you want me to cover, by all means, put that in the comment section. If there's things that you want me to try, if there's baits you want me to build, put it up in the comment section so I can see it. I've got a running list right now of like 800 ideas and suggestions. So I just kind of go to that list and pluck something off and do a video on it when the time is right to make a video on it. But I appreciate all of the suggestions I get, so please keep them coming. Otherwise, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have not watched any of the 5 videos I mentioned, I recommend checking them out. They really are good videos. So I will just once again want to say Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for watching on a daily basis, and all of the support means the world to me. So let's go into 2023 and hopefully make it an even better season for us.